Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing the full card breakdown and in detail predictions of UFC 271, Adesanya versus Whittaker 2, full card breakdown. And it's a pretty stacked card, I'm not going to lie. Great fights all over. Hernandez and Mcconnell in the early prelim, not even headlining it. Pretty stacked card. Good main card. Cannonier Brunson, Luis Tuivasa, Adesanya Whittaker 2. Great card. Let's get into it. Starting with the early prelim opener of Jeremiah Wells versus Mike Matheta. Now, interesting fight to kick off the card. I'm gonna go for Jeremiah Wells by first round brutal KO. I think Mike Matheta, and I'm sorry, he's kind of bad. Not gonna lie, he's good. I'll take it back. Whatever people I know. Mike Matheta is Israel Adesanya's teammate, and he's been talking about him for months coming up to his debut. He's supposed to take on Orion Kosuke coming into this fight. I'm gonna go with Jeremiah Wells here. I'm gonna trust him to win this fight. Mike Matheta is good, but it's just I don't know. I'm gonna go with Wells here. Mike Matheta is good. I just don't know. Oh, someone was calling me there. I don't think Matheta's good. He's Blood Diamond. He has a lot of hype. He beat guys in kickboxing. He's not that good, man. He's not like great. He's not like an Alex Behera or like an Israel Adesanya and those type of guys, you know? He's not that level, and I think Jeremiah Wells will teach him a bit of a lesson here. I was going to pick him against Orion Kosuke. Kosuke gasses out. But Wells, he's good. He's 35 years old. How old is Mike Matheta, by the way? Let's see. How old is he? He must be young. It doesn't say his age. How old is he? How old is Mike Matheta? Matheta. What's his age? It's 27-year-old. 2016. When's his birthday? Sure dog having. What's this guy's age? What is his age? I need to see what his age is first, before anything. What the hell is this guy's age? A 0-year-old. What the heck? The hell is this guy's age? I need to know his age. Dude, what is this guy's age? Either way, I don't think he wins. It says 27. He must be like 32 or something. I'm going to go for Wells. I'm going to go Wells getting this one done. He's 35 Wells, but he's good. He's very good. Very athletic. I think he goes out there and wins it. He's beat good guys. Beat Warley Alves in his last fight. We're supposed to fight not that long ago. He's supposed to fight on this last card against Hermanson Strickland against Tim Means. And he's supposed to fight Jake Matthews. I'll go for Jeremiah Wells. First round KO win. Moving on up the card. Douglas Silvia Andraj versus Sergey Morozov. I'm going to go for Sergey Morozov here. I think Douglas Silvia Andraj is very good. I think he's very capable. But I just noticed the things that the people he's beaten, man. The people he has beaten. Katana Pirillo gets a brutal KO over him. Really bad KO. Like a really bad, brutal KO. Not saying it bad. It was a very good KO. But it's Katana Pirillo, a guy that got ragdolled by Ricky Simone. But it's like he loses to good people, wins against kind of bad people, you know. And he beat Tenin Barao at this point in your career. Makes it competitive as well. It's just I just don't see him doing good. He's not even meant to have power as well. Like he's not like a KO artist. Like he beat spinning back fist Henny Barones back in 2016. Since then, he's KO nobody other than Pirillo, Katana Pirillo. Lost to Laura Murphy, which is pretty a good loss to have. Piotr Jan beat him, made him quit on the stool. Marlon Vera he beat, but that was a different Marlon Vera. Lost to Rob Font as well. I don't think he wins. I think Sergey Morozov goes out there and wins it. I think he'll win this fight. 29-28, unanimous decision. I'll say he loses the first round, gets kind of get clipped early, but then Andraj gasses, and Sergey Morozov just out grapples and out gets Andraj and out cardios him in the later round. He beat Khalid Taha, which is a good win, really good win. Lost to Umar Nurmagomedov. He was looking good in that fight against Umar though. Like it wasn't like Umar just destroyed him. He eventually got on to Sergey Morozov, but Morozov was looking good early. Lost to Movsar Evloev and Josh Reddinghouse. Evloev's a beast. Reddinghouse good too. But he avenged that loss to Reddinghouse and came from M1 challenge, which is very good. I'm going to trust that. I'm going to pick him 29-28. Unanimous decision. I'll go for him kind of getting clipped early. Kind of with a close second round that leans Morozov. Wins the third round. I'll go for like a split decision for Sergey Morozov. Close fight. He wins it. Moving up the card. Jacob Malcoon versus Aj Dobson. Now, I'm going to go for Aj Dobson over Jacob Malcoon. I'm going to trust him to win this fight. It's risky, though. Like, Jacob Malcoon's good. He's a very good fighter. Very good fighter, Jacob Malcoon. 26 years old. I don't know, though, actually. How old is Aj Dobson? 30. Oh, my God. I don't know who to pick here. I'm going to go Dobson. I don't know, though. Frick. I don't know who to pick here. Malcolm's an underdog. You know what? I'm gonna pick Aj Dobson to win this fight by first round KO. I like Malcoon though. I think he's very good. I'm not really confident on this one. I'm gonna go Dobson, but not really confident on him. Beat Abdulrazak Al-Hassan. Like it's like he looks bad against Phil Hawes, gets flatlined, but then beats Abdulrazak Al-Hassan with his grappling. And he has really good grappling. He trains with Whittaker. Really good camp to have. But looked really good against Abdulrazak Al-Hassan. But Abdulrazak Al-Hassan, like, I don't know how much you can rate that as like a good win. Like, because other people have been was able to out grapple like Munoz Zez, and he's not really that great as well. I just don't see him winning this one. I think Phil Hawes, man. Phil Hawes is really good though. Actually, Phil Hawes, people crap on him because of his chin, and he's very bad with his chin. But he's actually pretty good of a fighter. Not gonna lie. I just don't see him winning this one. I think he's gonna get clipped early by Aj Dobson. I think he's gonna go out. Dobson, I think this is his time. 30 years old. Just won on the contender series against Hashim Arkaga. Before that, beat Caitlin Hill. I think that guy fought. This guy looks familiar. He fought against Impikus Hangane on the contender series. Yeah, I think he's gonna win this fight. I'm gonna go from first round KO, clipping Malcoon early with like a lead up, like an uppercut. While Malcoon shoots for a takedown, kind of gets clipped backward. Big shots from Malcoon. Big shot from Dobson goes after Malcoon against Cage, kind of like Tugagov against Aguilar. Zavar Tugagov, Kevin Aguilar type finish. Big shot, boom. Down goes Malcoon. Gets it done. Aj Dobson for the win. Moving on up the card. Carl Solberg versus Fabio Charon. I'm gonna go with Carl Solberg over Fabio Charon. I just don't trust Charon here. He could win. How big of a favor is Solberg? Not that big of a favor, honestly. I thought he'd be huge. I just don't trust Fabio Charon, man. He's not that good as well. And he's lost a bit lately. Lost to William Knight in his last fight by forearm. I know he didn't see it coming, but he got KO'd on the chin by the forearm of William Knight. Knight has power, I understand, but like seriously, that's a chin issue right there. Got destroyed. And even if you say, what if he has the ground game? He got submitted by Alonzo Menifield. I know he took down short notice, but still. Didn't look that good in that fight. Back then he lost to Alexa Kimura on the contender series by KO. And hasn't been showing a bit of a good chin. And I don't think he hasn't shown a good chin lately. And I think this is a bad matchup for him. Solberg is very good. He's not that good. Like, I'm not saying, oh, Olberg's the next big thing. He's coming off a loss by KO to Cannonier. You know, got KO'd early. I think he's going to stay more patient this time. I think he'll learn from that loss. It was his debut. It was all pressure hype on him. And I think he'll win it. He beat Bruno Oliveira on the Contender Series as well. I'm going to go for a quick KO for Solberg. I'll go second round KO. I think Olberg's going to be patient early. Charon's going to be landing, but I think he'll also be patient. And it's going to be like a kickboxing type fight. More pace fight that Olberg will get the better of over Charon. And I'm going to trust him to. And I think he'll win the fight by second round TKO. After Charon kind of loses the first round by getting chopped up a legs, body. And then I think he'll go in, knowing he's losing, get caught with a check hook. Similar to the William Knight KO. Gets it done. Moving on up the card. Over gets it done. Alexander Hernandez versus Nacho Mcconnell. How many minutes? 11 minutes. I'm going to go with Alexander Hernandez over Nacho Mcconnell. There's just a thing, yeah, of a chin. Like, no, I'm just kidding. I think Hernandez gets it done, and I think he does win this fight. I was maybe thinking Moicano would probably eventually, I was maybe thinking, you know what? Maybe Moicano can wear him out in the later rounds, but I just don't trust that chin, man. Moicano, I just don't trust him. Let's see his age. 32 years old. 72 inch reach, 5'11". Beat Chase Hooper in some Fury Pro grappling thing. I don't know what that is. But he beat Jai Herbert by a rear naked choke. You know? It's good, Jai Herbert, but Jai Herbert, that's a good win. I'll give him that. That's a pretty decent win. But got KO'd by Fiziev, you know? Not like that's another chin. That's your chin even worse, you know? Got KO'd by Chan Sung Jung. Got KO'd by Jose Aldo. Beat Cub Swanson and Calvin Kattar, which are both aging well. Swanson's looking good lately. He just beat Darren Elkins, and Calvin Kattar just beat Giga Chikadze. Lost to Brian Ortega as well. You know, I just don't trust him here. I don't trust him to win this fight. He's beating good guys like Damir Hadzovic. I just don't see him winning this. I think Alexander Hernandez gets it done. Hernandez is looking good, though. He is looking good lately. Beat Mike Breeden by first round KO. Easy KO. I'm just worried for Hernandez to, every time he gets a step up, he always seems to lose. I want him to go out there and blitz forward. Boom. First down KO, like against Breeden, against Krugerschmacher. But against Moises, he's decided to be patient. That's how he loses. I hope he wins. And people really crap on him. But lost to Judober, you know? It's just, that's Ronnie, you know? It's just, he beat Dariush back then as well. Of course, you know that. I destroyed Dariush out cold. I think he wins here. First round KO over Mcconnell. Moving on up the card to the headliner of the early prelims, which is Ronnie Lawrence versus Mana Martinez. I'm gonna go for Ronnie Lawrence here. I like Ronnie Lawrence. I think he's pretty good. The Heat, Ronnie the Heat Lawrence. That's a pretty sick nickname. That's pretty good. That's a pretty cool nickname. Ronnie Lawrence. I like Ronnie Lawrence. I think he's pretty good. Like, he beats Vince Cacaro. Vince Cacaro. He beat him by ground and pound. Just outdid Cacaro in that fight. Beat Jose Johnson on the Contender Series. I'm not really the biggest fan of Mana Martinez. I don't think he's that good. Mana boy, I just don't think he's that good, man. You go into a split decision with Guido Canetti. Like, he also beat Jose Johnson, but he got triangled by Draco Rodriguez, which makes sense. And there's a lot of things wrong about this. I just looked at this. Before, I was going to pick Lawrence, but I looked at this. I was like, what? He got triangled? He got triangle choked, which is pretty hard in the first place, by Draco Rodriguez. I'm going to go for Lawrence here. domination. I think he'll get a domination. I'm trusting this guy. I know I said this about Dennis Bondar against Malcolm Gordon, but I dare the MMA gods to make Lawrence lose and get caught. Because he does lean back sometimes. I was going to pick Trevin Jones to knock him out, but I'm going to pick him to win this fight over Martinez. A year off. I think he'll kind of get shooken early and come back in the later 2 rounds. I'll go for like a 29-27 decision. Him losing the first round, kind of getting clipped early. Him slightly winning the second round, and him dominating the third round. Just dominating. But Martinez, I'll say third round TKO for Lawrence, ground and pound, dominating. In full guard, dominating. Martinez gets it done. Moving up the card to the prelims, though. Moving on to the prelims. William Knight versus Maxin Grisham. I'm gonna go with. Oh, I hate this one. This is hard. Who is Maxim Grisham supposed to fight? Ed Herman? He would have easily won it. He would have easily won against Ed Herman, let's be real. William Knight, man. I'm gonna trust Grisham to win this fight. I'm gonna trust Grisham. It's risky though, because he's what's the height? I don't know. This is such a hard. I'm gonna go with Maxim Grisham here. No, my God, I hate this. I hate these types of fights, man. They're so annoying because you lose to Dalton Young. I don't know. He's 37. I'm wasting time too. I don't know. I'll go Maxim Grisham here over William Knight, but it's risky and he could just get KO'd. You know what? I'm gonna go for William Knight. I think William Knight gets it. I think he gets it done. I'm actually gonna go for William Knight here. I think William Knight gets it done. I'm gonna stick on him. I think Maxim Grisham's kind of done at this point. William Knight, 33 years old. He's coming up, but he's not even a young contender. I don't even care if I get this one wrong. He beat Alonzo Menifield in his last fight, but it was a very close fight. I rewatched that one. I don't know when I watched that. After the actual fight happened, I rewatched it. Pretty close fight. It can go either way. If it went to Menifield, I wouldn't call it a robbery, but I think Knight slightly got the win. People were calling it a robbery, though. Knocked out Fabio Charon, as I mentioned back at Charon's fight. Lost to Dalton Young, but Grisham, he's not much of a striker. But I don't know. I think Knight's going to go out there, look good on the feet early. He did beat Cody Brundage and Alexa Kamur, which is good. They're both pretty good fighters. And Rocky Edwards, which, not the Edwards you're thinking. It's Leon Edwards. Lost to Tafan Shukwi before as well. I think he's going to go out there. I think he's improved from the Dalton Young fight. I think he's going to go out there and kind of be patient early against Maxim Grisham. He is taking this on short notice. And I think he'll drop Maxim Grisham at the end of the round. Really hurt him, win the round. And then the second round, Grisham will be kind of stumbled. Big shot from William Knight. Down goes Maxim Grisham. Big ground and pound shots. Grisham's kind of done at this point. I'll go for William Knight here. I'm on the nightmare train. Moving on up the card. Alex Perez versus Matt Schnell. I'm going to go for Alex Perez here. I just think Alex Perez is good. And Matt Schnell, there's something about him, man. It's just annoying. Like, he's 32 years old, 5'8", 70-inch reach. You're getting outstruck on the feet by Rogerio Bontorin. Rogerio Bontorin. He's getting outstruck by Bontorin. I know Bontorin just beat Well, he technically didn't win against Brandon Royval, but he was beating Royval on the feet, so it's not as bad. But he won against Royval, man. I don't know how they gave it to Royval. But I know, and Bontorin took that on short notice. And he was out grappling Matt Schnell, and I think Schnell's just too in love with his hands. Like, he went to a close decision with Tyson Nam. And he won. But come on, man. Like, he got KO'd by Alejandro Pantoja, which isn't bad. Pantoja is very good. He got caught there. I just don't see him winning this one. These guys were supposed to fight a lot of times, like last year, and he was supposed to. They were supposed to fight UFC 262. I think this is the London card. I think that was Till versus Brunson, and this was UFC 269. This better be the last one, because I'm sick of breaking this one down. Perez will chop him up for 3 rounds in a pretty competitive fight. That Perez will chop his legs up, and I think he wins it. I'm going to go for Alex Perez. Moving on up the card. Roxanne Modafferi versus Casey O'Neill. I'm going to go for Casey O'Neill here. I think this is a lock. I'm going to say it. I think this is probably a lock on this card. Modafferi can somehow make O'Neill get injured, and that will be the end. But I think this is going to be a one-sided domination. Modafferi coming off losses lately. Tyler Santos, she got out-grappled there. And kind of beat up there as well. You know, Viviane Araujo out-grappled her there. Beat Andrea Lee in a close fight. But, I don't know. Murphy out-grappled her there. She beat Barber because Barber got injured. And these girls are just looking good against, like, Viviane Araujo. Listen to this. She's getting rocked by jabs by a woman's flyweight. You know, stumbled backwards. I just don't trust the chin. Casey O'Neill has a far better chin. She has good grappling, and the only way I see Modafferi winning is by the grappling. But that's O'Neill's best game. That's her best part about her game. Like, Macy Barber at the time had pretty good stand-up. Modafferi capitalized on the grappling. You know? And I think O'Neill's going to win it. She has really bad stand-up, O'Neill. Like, I think one day she's going to get put out cold really badly. Like, if she fought, let's just say, if Casey O'Neill fought like if she fought Shevchenko, like if she fought a Fiora, like a Manon Fiora, if she fought a Manon Fiora, she would get slept, I think. But I think Casey O'Neill gets it done. Beat Shevchenko, sister Antonia Shevchenko, Laura Procopio, Shayna Dobson, her debut. And Sandy Rinnick could choke here against Procopio. I think she'll get like a late second round, ground and pound TKO over Modafferi. Modafferi doesn't have the stand up. I don't think she has enough good stand up enough to worry O'Neill on the feet, and I think O'Neill gets it done. Second round TKO. Moving up the card to the headliner of the prelims, which is Andrei Arlovsky versus Jared Vanderaa. I'm gonna go for Andrei Arlovsky here, man. 32-20, which is a crazy record, by the way. I'm gonna go for Andrei Arlovsky. He's been looking good lately, man. Other than that loss to Tom Aspinall, he's been looking good. And people that pass Arlovsky is actually good. Like, usually before, he was on a losing streak here then. Jeez. Usually people that beat Arlovsky, they seem to do really well. Like, it's on a theme. Tom Aspinall, looking good. He's about to fight Alexander Volkov in the main event. In the main event. Georgina Rosenstruik, looking good. Sakai lost that fight. Let's be real. He didn't even win that fight. Really, they just gave that to him. Gifted decision. So I'm not gonna count that. Shamil Abdurakhimov was looking good. He's a high-ranked contender in the heavyweight division. Walt Harris, that was a no contest. Tuivasa looking good, but that was a close fight. I thought Tuivasa slightly edged him, but still. Marcin Tybura in the rankings looking good. Ngannou, champion right now. Barnett was looking good, but he's not here anymore. Over him, not here anymore, but he was high. Miocic, number 2 in the world. It's a kind of a theme, you know? And he's been looking good. Like, he beat Felipe. Close fight, but he beat Felipe. Beat Chase Sherman. Boser, he could have lost that fight to Boser, but he won it. Beat Felipe Lins. I just don't see him winning this one. I think he will win this one. Jared Vanderaa, I don't know why this doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why he's taking this fight. I don't know why he's deserving this fight. Got destroyed by Alexander Romanov. Got destroyed. Literally destroyed by Alexander Romanov. Got destroyed by Sergey Spivak. He beat Tafa, which is a good win. I'll give him that. And he beat Harry Hunsucker. I'm not going to trust him to win this one, though. I just don't trust him to win this. I'm going to go for Andrei Arlovsky to win. And I think he wins this fight. I think he's going to win this fight. And I think this is a free win for him, basically. And I think he can outstrike Jared Vanderaa in a kind of boring fight for 3 rounds. And he has the and if the striking's not really going well for him, he can just take down Vanderaa, because Vanderaa has no defense whatsoever, and he's been struggling on the ground. We've seen 2 fights of proof of that. His fight against Spivak and Romanov. I think Arlovsky is a 30-27 decision win. Moving on up the card to the main card. Nasrat Haqparast versus Bobby Green. I'm gonna go with Bobby Green here over Nasrat Haqparast. I think Green's just too slick, man. I think he's too slick with his punches. I think he has really good punches. I just don't trust Haqparast, man. I just don't trust him. Haqparast coming off a loss to Dan Hooker in that fight. Did lose to Dan Hooker in there. And he was the one backing up against Hooker. Usually you would have to go forward, pressure Hooker. But no. You know? And his wins. I said this in the Hooker fight, man. I've said this in the Hooker fight. His wins are nothing, man. His wins are actually nothing anymore. Joaquim Silva, where is he? Mark Takagi, that's a good win, I guess. But Tabu Guti, where is he? Joaquim Silva, where is he? Alex Munoz, looking good. He kind of got robbed against Luis Pena, but even making it close to Pena with Luis Pena isn't good. Rafael Garcia is a good win. I'll give him that. That's a good win. Rafael Garcia and Mark Takagi. Bobby Green is taking this one on short notice, but I just don't see Bobby Green losing. He's looking good lately. He has momentum. Nasrat also has the family situation from the Hooker fight. His mom died. Some other families died. I don't hear anything about Bobby Green's family dying. Beat Alan Quinto by brutal first round KO. Arguably could have won against Rafael Fiziev, which people don't mention. Well, some people do mention, but people that like Fiziev don't mention. You know? I could have won. I thought Fiziev slightly had it, but still. Won against Moises. Got completely robbed there. Kind of got robbed all of his career. I thought he won against Moises. He could have... Okay, let's start it. He could have won against Fiziev. Could have won against Moises. Could have won against Trinaldo. I thought he did win. Could have won against Shakar Close. I thought he did win. Should have won against Rashid Magomedov. Could have won. Barbosa he could have won, but Barbosa landed the bigger shot, so he won that fight. And he could have won. Other than his loss to Dustin Poirier, where he got KO'd, he could have won every fight of his career. You know? And he could be... That record could be way better. I think he wins it, though. 30-27. 30-26, I'll say, actually. Unanimous decision. Nasrat's tough. And I think he'll survive. And I think Bobby Green gets it done to open up the main card. Moving on up the card. Kyler Phillips versus Marcelo Rojo. I'm going to go with Kyler Phillips here over Marcelo Rojo. I was maybe thinking Rojo as a huge underdog. But I was like, you know what? Phillips has improved. He's going to learn from that last one. I'll pick Kyler Phillips to win this fight. I'm going to pick him to win this fight over Marcelo Rojo. Coming off a loss to Holly and Paiva, but I think he's learned, man. I think he's earned. Like, I think he has learned from his losses. He wanted to get an early KO over Paiva, but he ended up gassing out. I thought, actually, yeah, hot take. I don't think he won that fight against Paiva. I think he should have got a draw, because that first round should have been 10-8. Paiva won the last 2 rounds, I thought, but seriously, he should have got I thought he could have got a 10-8 round. He should have got 10-8 round, though, right? I don't know. I don't think he won against Paiva. I'm just keeping saying he won. He drawed against Paiva. Paiva won the last 2 rounds. Phillips got the 10-8 in the first. Beat Song Yadong, though, which is aging incredibly well. Beat Song Yadong, man. Like, Song Yadong just got a decision over Casey Kenny. Beat Julio Arce. About to fight Marlon Moraes. I think he will win against Moraes. I think he's gonna win this one. He beat Cameron Ellis, beat Gabriel Silva. I think he wins it. And I think he'll win this fight. I think he's going to drop Marcelo Rojo early. I don't think he's going to rush for the finish. I think he'll just let Rojo back up from the knockdown and just continue fighting. But I'm going to go from Kyler Phillips 30-26 unanimous decision. I'll go for him winning this one. Winning the first round 10-8 and the last 2 rounds 10-9. And kind of doing it. And I think he'll be good with his gas tank. Gonna go for Phillips. Moving on up the card. The feature fight of the card. Jared Cannonier versus Derek Brunson. Oh, Brunson. I'm gonna go with a Jared Cannonier. I'm not picking Brunson. I dare the MMA gods to somehow give this to Brunson, man. I dare them to somehow make Brunson win. And he could win. He's actually good. He could win this fight. I don't see him winning. But you can see Jared. He's younger. No, he's not younger. He's not younger. Jeez, he's 38 years old, and he's about to get a world championship. And we're gonna see Teixeira versus Brunson in a super fight in 2023. Makes sense. Cannonier's 37. He's not much younger. I think this is the last road for Cannonier because he has failed for the road as he lost to Robert Whittaker. He was on a road. He beat David Branch, Anderson Silva, Jack Hermanson. But he's lost to those guys like Reyes, Blachowicz. I think Cannonier is going to win. He looked good against Kelvin Gastelum. But, like, in that situation where you can't KO Gastelum, it's going to be a tough fight, you know? And also, Kelvin has grappling to fall back on. He lost to Robert Whittaker, but he was looking good against Whittaker, man. He was looking good against Whittaker. And I think he wins it over Brunson. I think this is the end of Blonde Brunson. I think all that hype he got from beating all these guys, not all of them, not down here, by beating Shabashian, Holland, Till, Heinisch, Theodoru, is all gonna delete. It's all gonna take away and go right into Cannonier, a killer gorilla himself. And I think he wins it. Like, he struggles in these fights too. Like in the first round against Shabashian. If Shabashian had a gas tank, dude, if Shabashian actually had a gas tank, he'd be champ. Really, he's actually pretty good. It's just, but he has kind of sus grappling as well. I'll give him that. But Till, you know what? I think Till beats Brunson. Till was just a slob coming into the fight. He didn't train. He was out of shape. And it makes sense. I think Cannonier wins it, man. I think he'll get a second round KO. I do. I think he'll get a second round KO after Brunson. After Brunson slightly winning early, and I think Cannonier will come back. He looked good against Whittaker. I think he'll get out grappled in the first round. Second round, come back, get left hook KO. Down goes Brunson. Kind of similar to Usman dropping Covington in the rematch in the second round, like the second knockdown. I think it'll be like that. Usman Covington 2, knockdown in the second round, knockdowns in the second round, and he'll get hooked. Cannonier goes after him. Big shots against the cage. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Brunson goes down. Big shots. Brunson's out cold. Gets it done. Cannonier gets it done. Moving on up the card to the common event. Derek Lewis versus Tai Tuivasa. I'm going to go with Derek Lewis versus Tai Tuivasa. I'm going to go for Derek Lewis. Hurts me to say, I really, really want Tai Tuivasa to win this fight. And I want him to KO Lewis out cold. That would be crazy. Like, that would be actually crazy. You know? I wanted Cyril Gane to knock out Ngannou, but this is the last one, I think. Please, Tuivasa, please do this for us. KO Lewis out cold. I think Lewis is going to win it. He's bigger. People, you have to be bigger than Lewis to beat him. I'm sorry, but it's just facts. It's straight up facts. Like, I know Lil Latifi and Blagojevich arguably could have won. I thought they did win. I thought they both should have won the fight. Especially the Latifi fight was much closer, but Ivanov should have definitely won. But like, it doesn't matter how much durability you have, and it doesn't matter how much like stuff. Like, I think he's gonna bounce back here from that embarrassing Cyril Gane loss. Like, he's looking good, Lewis. Just KO'd Chris Dawkins with right hooks. You know? But we can't really say, is Tuivasa gonna have the leg kicks? Is he gonna have the grappling? Is he gonna have the KO power? We've said this stuff about Chris Dawkins, and look what happened. Look what literally happened. Who would win again? Who would really win? Tuivasa or Dawkins? Who would really win? I believe it'd be a close fight. Maybe Tuivasa would probably get the better of it, but like, seriously, because Dawkins has so many openings in his striking. But really, he got Kapabelnik early, but then he came back, you know? KO'd not Chris. I was about to say Chris Curtis for some reason. Jeez. Curtis Blades. And he's improving on his grappling. And he's getting more built as well from the injuries. And he's improving on the injuries, not getting them as much. And he's improving and getting more into build. And I think he'll win against Tuivasa by KO. It'll be like, oh, huge shot! Oh, woo! And Tuivasa got rocked by Hardy. And it'll be like, ooh, oh! Down goes Tuivasa! The Black Bears! Back in Houston! Or something like that. That'd be a John Anik. But yeah, I'm gonna go for Lewis. First round KO. I hope Ty wins, though. But, come on. Please just take Spivak out of the first. Like, if you're taking Spivak out of the first round, getting kind of dominated by him. You're getting arm triangled. Come on. But yeah, he KO'd Sakai in that last one brutally. I just don't think he wins. But imagine Tuivasa with the belt. That'd be cool. Moving on up the card, though. Moving on up the card to the main event. Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker 2. The rematch. I'm going to go for Israel Adesanya. I'm going to go for Israel Adesanya over Robert Whittaker. I'm going to go for him here. Hurts me to say because I really like Bobby Knuckles. I really do. He's one of my favorite fighters, but I just don't see him winning this one. I think Israel Adesanya is going to win it. I think he's better. I think he's going to win the fight. And I think he wins it. Man, Adesanya, 32 years old. 6'4", 80-inch reach. Like, you see, Adesanya is he's just too much. 73.5-inch reach for Whittaker. 6 foot. Jeez, 31 years old. Coming off a win over Gastelum. Destroyed Gastelum. I just got KO'd by the first time by Adesanya. Let's just mention that. He did get KO'd by the first time by Israel Adesanya. You know, it's just But, like, he destroyed Gastelum, but Gastelum, he took that on short notice. Let's just put that to mention as well. And, like, Gastelum's not going to take him down because Gastelum, that's the worst matchup, I think. Gastelum, because Whittaker has a great takedown defense. And he won't KO Whittaker on the feet, I don't think. But Cannonier gave him problems. Till gave him problems. These rangy striker guys. Gastelum's like a close to distance brawler type striker. Get the knockout. But Cannonier, it's just made Whittaker stumble. Kind of did good early against Whittaker. I thought Whittaker won the fight, winning the last 2 rounds, maybe losing the first. But maybe Whittaker can win the first. Maybe Whittaker can win all the rounds, honestly. I thought he could have lost the first, though. But Cannonier at the end kind of rocked Whittaker in the 3rd round. Darren Till gave Whittaker some trouble. Made Whittaker confused. Whittaker won the fight, I thought. But Till won the 1st and 5th round. Till could have won 1st and 5th round. And, yeah, it's Adesanya, though, Just beat Marvin Vettori, just like a style bender, chopped at the legs, spammed the leg kicks on the outside. Beat Costa, beat Romero, but made it close against Romero, man. But he is beating these guys. Romero, Costa, he dominated. Vettori, he dominated. Even that, I rewatched that fight 3 days ago, like on Friday, right before Hernandez Strickland card. I rewatched this 40 fight they had on UFC channel on YouTube. It was competitive. Vettori made it competitive, but I think Whittaker's gonna lose. And I think it will be an and still Adesanya wins. I'll say Adesanya wins the first 2 rounds by just out leg kicking Robert Whittaker. As we know, Cannonier was adding good leg kicks on Whittaker. I think Adesanya will look at that and be like, But I think Adesanya will win the first 2 rounds. I think he'll probably lose the 3rd. Adesanya will win the 4th. I think Whittaker will win the 5th because Adesanya knew he won already. Whittaker wins. But Adesanya will get knocked down so that Whittaker will survive. Adesanya by decision. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And still, Israel Adesanya gets it done. And it's my full card recap overall. UFC 271. Adesanya versus Whittaker 2. The rematch. See you later. Peace out, everyone. Woo! Let's do better. Peace out, everyone. Woo! Peace.